Anjishnu is one of the most active, involved, and talented students in our department. He's a fantastic student, community member, and leader. Amanda M. Durick, Chair, Department of Psychology.
I'm coming from India, and I had no idea about the culture, the education system here. I chose NIU because the psychology program was fantastic. I really liked some of the research that was going on here. My long-term goal from where I am right now is to go and pursue PhD. So I have felt that right from the first day I have been on campus, the whole sense of making us feel at home was something that I really identified with. As soon as I took the decision of being involved on campus, making friends, joining clubs, engage with the community, and find my home away from home. It has been a great experience. Once I learned about the field of industrial psychology, the reason I want to study job stress is that the increasing levels of job stress is a major problem that is leading to various health-related problems amongst workers, affecting their work-life balance. And this is something I heard after coming here, that job is something you do so that you can pursue what you want. Actually, I don't necessarily believe in this philosophy. I think that if you are passionate about the job that you are pursuing, you can be happy, and once you're happy, your life can be a lot more productive than it is presently. My father taught me the 3 Ds, which are essential for success, which are diligence, determination, and dedication. In every pursuit that I take every day, he has said that if you are determined to get a thing done and not leave it incomplete, and just try and get my best foot forward. Because at the end of the day, this is something my father also tells me, that do your best and let life do the rest. Just strive for excellence, work hard. And it has worked for me, so I can't complain. I would like to take a moment to thank the selection committee for considering me worthy of this recognition, for their support. This means a lot to me, and this will really help me pursue my dreams.
Janai is committed to empowering the powerless. She passionately believes that all human beings should be treated with dignity and respect. She is willing to throw herself into the cause of promoting justice. Alicia Finch, Associate Professor, Department of Philosophy.
When I came to NIU, I joined organizations such as Philosophy Club, organizations like STA, where people are all trying to change something, trying to get things done, trying to make sure their community is a better place once they leave NIU. I just want to make sure that I'm lifting everyone up. One of the projects that I think about the most in terms of improving NIU is the community gardens. I started that project when I first got here as part of my ethics class assignment, but I continued just because it was so fulfilling to me. Actually planting the food for the pantry for people who have, insufficient food or have a lack of food security. And it just felt so rewarding, honestly, to be able to see what I'm digging up going straight there and people actually benefiting from it. So I felt like I had the power to really change things. One of the things I helped collaborate on was the Black's Mental Health Initiative to help Black people understand about mental health. And I felt like in this initiative, we were really able to help explain and break down some of the stigmas that are understood by the Black community regarding mental health. I feel like empowering the powerless is important to me because the people who really make real change are the people in Congress. I want to be a senator because I really want to make significant change for myself and my community, tangible change. I want to create more low-income housing for people. So that's one thing I think about constantly. How am I going to do that? How am I going to go about that change? And what can I do to make my system a better system?
Ling showed tremendous courage in her decision to come to NIU. She is fully immersed in her life at our university, and she is investing her bright future as a woman in global leadership. Madeline Kerbach-Anderson, the Department of Communication and the Honors Program.
At first, it was really scary coming to the U.S. By myself, not having any family members with me. NIU is the biggest turning point in my life, and I feel accepted, I feel appreciated and belong. I feel that NIU see what I'm doing, and it has kept me motivated to do what I love, because I love to serve the community, the service organizations like Circle K and Camp CASM, and the mentoring program. Those are the things that keep me going, that makes me feel like, oh, I did something good today. NIU and the people around me acknowledge that. And the one thing that I am really passionate about is education. I was sent to a good school. So that's why I wanted to hand in these opportunities to other students in Laos, because one day I hope to be able to support the students in my country and hope that they'll be able to have the same opportunities that I have. I am looking forward to really getting into my field of management and managing teams, individuals, and supervising other people, especially employees, because then I get to learn about working with people. I always keep in mind that I only have 4 years in college, and I want to make that 4 years count. I want to make the best out of it. So I am representing the people that we lost in 2008. And I would say that I am proud to be able to grow and honor the dreams through the Forward Together Forward Scholarship.
Kat consistently takes actions that promote the inclusion of all people, regardless of background or identities. She embraces diverse groups of students and sets goals to promote diversity and social justice. Zach Birch, Assistant Director of Residence Life for Student Leadership.
Specifically throughout my career in elementary school, middle school, if someone's getting bullied, I'm the first one to stand up and say, hey, knock it off. And so I'd say it really came from being as a kid and my mom and dad raising me to say, if something's not right, you need to say something and you need to do what you can to make it right. I originally was a biology major when I came into NIU. I got to dissect flies, which was an interesting experience. Took a very steady hand, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, look at this 18-year-old go, learning all these things. And then I took a chemistry course. I took Chemistry 101, and kind of taking this class, I was thinking to myself, and I'm like, I don't know if I'd be able to do that with complete confidence. And I know that whatever I want to do it with passion, and I want people to know that they are in the best hands with whatever job I am in. 5-10 years down the road, I would love to see myself in an HR position somewhere in the northern Illinois area, because I really love this location. I love Chicago. I love being where my family is. I definitely think NIU has given me the tools to see that through. I'm also getting a minor in social change leadership. It's a space where I can ask questions that I just genuinely don't know the answers to, which has definitely opened my eyes to a lot of issues that are going on. And I chose NIU because I wanted to be closer to my parents, because my family's really big to me. And, sometimes I figure it out more so than other times, but I'm glad that I'm close to them. It's something that it's always nice. I'm having a bad day. It's, Mom, you want to go out for ice cream? I could really use that. I'm looking forward to graduating and doing what I can to solve some problems. And maybe they're going to throw this is the way it's always been, so that's the way we're going to do it. I'm going to say, no. That's not right. We need to change these things.
Shandiez impresses me as a student and as a young woman. She is highly motivated, conscientious, and sincerely cares about her academic, professional, and personal success. Katie Stoddard, Chance Counselor.
I'm from Chicago. I grew up with my great-grandmother. She raised me. Something that really inspired me to invest my money to creating community centers or underprivileged communities is because growing up in one of those communities, we don't really have much. So it would be nice to have a hub in communities so that way people feel safe and they can also learn and, better their life while being there and not have to worry about paying a fee. Or I just really want to develop a support system within those communities so that way they don't have to worry or struggle or try to figure out how their kids or themselves are going to have a better life. A person who really inspired me to go to college was my aunt. Is actually an alumna of NIU. She graduated in the 70s. So those things that really motivated me to like go to school and do what I can do so I can leave my footprint and educate those who are coming after me. I did tutor students in English my sophomore year, and it was a really good experience to know like you can learn so much from others, and you can gain like, you know, more relationships with people. And I found it funny because after I decided to mentor people, I actually got a mentor. So it was just like a great experience. So whatever I learned from my mentor, I try to do it with my mentees so that way they can go through their years of NIU, you know, doing the most that they can here with what they have. I would say that this award means a lot to me because it shows that people care. And I am truly grateful for this opportunity, and I will do my best to uphold my half of making the world a better place.